Hello, friends. Welcome into the craft room. Let's make sure I'm on. Hello, guys. I'm trying my best not to get funky. Trying not to get funky beginnings to my video when they pause it. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, just now. Hello, guys. Welcome into the craft room. My name is Susan, and this is Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. And I am on today to share one of our Club Couture projects. It is the brand new September Club Couture that this will be our first project we're doing, but I can't wait to share a project idea with you. That's what I do on Saturdays, is try to come on and give you ideas on how to use this. If you're in my DIY subscription club, if you're not, come on over and join me. This is a great deal and opportunity. For just $21.99 a month. You get an exclusive transfer that only designers and club members can get. If you're a brand new subscriber, you also get a mini squeegee, which is the main tool that you'll need to create your projects with. Let me show you what one of those looks like. That's what I use. You will get 3 single paste packets. So there'll be 3 coordinating colors. This is what a single paste packet looks like. 3 coordinating colors for whatever the project is that particular month. And you can get more than one project out of these, so you can save your remaining chalk paste. And if you're in my VIP group, I have tips and tricks in there as to how to save them. If you're not, there is a link that is featured that you guys can grab a hold of. So, or type VIP in comments. I'd be glad to have you in that group. It's just a free crafting group where I do tips, tricks, sales, sneak peeks, just separate things like that. Just ways, it's a crafting community of people that have similar interests, and I even promote other small businesses in there. So if you're a member of the group and you have something like Pampered Chef or something like that that you do, I'm happy to promote you in there as well. So anyway, I hope that you are having a great Saturday and you're looking forward to this project. So like I said, you would get the transfer, you get a squeegee if you're a brand new subscriber, 3 coordinating paste packets, and it's different every month. So this is a brand new one that just came out September 1st. It will run, the offer for this one will run through the end of September. It's always the last day of the month. First day of the month to the last day of the month. No changes in that. And you also get email and written, email and video and written instructions. Let me get it all out. I'm trying to spit it all out. You also get a flat rate shipping on your first order of every month. It is I want to say $5.95, but it might be $5.99. I can't remember. I need to look that up and write it down because I forget. And then every month we also run a special just for our club members. This month we are doing a 50%, I posted it earlier, a 50% off select A size transfers, only for this month and only for club members. So we always try to treat them a little bit extra, give them a little bit extra treat every month. So if you are interested, take a look at this project. You can look back on any of my Saturdays. And almost every one I share the club project of whatever it is that month. Once that month is gone, that project is gone. We don't have any more access to those transfers. So if you see something you like, you need to grab it when you see it before the month runs out. And you guys have already gotten a sneak peek for next month, and it's beautiful. It is definitely fall related as well, but it is really, really timeless, I think is the right word. Anyway, we're going to share this project today. This is what the envelope looks like when you get it. It comes right to your mail box. When you order it before the 9th of the month, it is actually automatically shipped on the 9th of every month if you're in the subscription club. If you join sometime later in the month, it will come out the next business day that they can get it processed. They do about 5 to 7 business days. But if you are in the club, it will just automatically come in your mailbox once a month. So can't beat that. An idea, it's a way for you to grow your transfer library, your chalk paste library, to have a fresh new idea, a fresh new opportunity to create every single month, you guys. So you can make them for yourself, for your home, for gifts, Christmas gifts, new home gifts. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to take a drink. I'm very sorry. I had a few nuts, almonds before I came on. Forgive me for being rude and drinking in front of you while I'm trying to talk to you. but you can make them to sell. You can do whatever you want with your finished products. So let's get started. I've got some things out here to share with you. So the colors this month are Black Velvet, which I was showing here, Rust, which is the brand new color I just got in this week that I shared with you guys, right? I have not even opened it or used it yet. Rust, and the last color is called Camel. And camel is, just as you would imagine, it's camel color, right? So it's like a tan, a light tan color. Now, I do not have camel, and I don't get, as a designer, you do not get the single packets. So I don't even have one of those. But I have 3 other colors to choose from that I think will go with these other colors that were, because I like to use my own chalk paste instead of the single packets. Even if I had the single packets, I like to use my own if I have it. I don't have the camel. I don't know if it'll be something that I'll add to my inventory. I have not decided. It's not a color I use a lot, to be honest with you. And I can't foresee myself using it a lot just because that's not my, I do like to show projects with it for you guys, because I know there's a lot of people out there that like to create with neutral colors, but I am a very colorful type creator, so I just don't have it. But I do have 3 other colors to choose from, and I'll show you those in a minute that I think will coordinate with those. This is the transfer, and it is called Grateful for This Day. It comes in this protective sleeve like this, and I always put them back in there when I'm done. And on the back of it, you will have instructions. It will tell you how to use it, how to care for it, to clean it, store it, all that kind of stuff. So I always keep my protective sleeves, and I would suggest you do the same. Now, look at all the details and elements on here, you guys. Look, 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 look. Isn't this fabulous? Look at all these. Like, this is almost like wheat. And then you've got these kind of leaves. So you've got oak leaves. I don't know what those are, but these are, I'm pretty sure, are oak leaves. That looks like wheat to me. And of course, some acorns, and then this wonderful saying in the middle, grateful for this day, which, you know, I mean, we could be grateful for this day every day, right? So this is an awesome transfer to be able to use as it is, or you can even just take pieces apart. You could just use some of the outside. You could just use the saying on the inside and make a smaller project. You can do whatever you want. You could just use the outer and not do the wheat. You can do whatever you want with these transfers. That's what's so cool about them. They are self-adhesive, so they're sticky on the back. Silk screen, that's what the white area is. It's got a silk screen in there, which makes our creamy, dreamy formula of exclusive chalk paste just the right formula, just the right thickness to go in here in the silk screen and then give you a wonderful image every single time. And then it's also reusable, guys, reusable dozens of times. The company guarantees a dozen, but honestly, if you take care of it, you can get even more than that. Now, let's go ahead and get started. I always mark the front of my transfer because you notice that color. As I mentioned, it's self-adhesive, which means I have a sticky side and a not sticky side. So I always want to make sure I know which side is which, because once I clean them, I'm usually running in here to do a project, guys, clean it and running back out. So I don't want to make a mistake and accidentally not put it down on the right way to dry, or to put it back on my backer sheet. So that's why I always mark the front. And then I usually mark on the back, and this is Grateful. Just so I know which side of the backer sheet it is. And this is glossy on this side and then matte on this side. That's why I mark on the back. Number one, so I know which transfer sheet goes with which transfer. If I was doing a project with a bunch of B size, that's what this is considered, B size, which is basically about 8.5 by 11. If I have a bunch of B size transfers and a bunch of backer sheets, I'd like to put it back on the right one. That's just how I work. But you can do it however you want. You can even just write back on it or put it down on it, just so that you don't make the mistake of putting your sticky part back on the matte part and not the glossy, because then you would ruin your transfer. So that's what I usually do when I have a brand new transfer, which it is, brand new, first time using it. And what I'm going to do today, now the picture, actually, let me do this real quick, you guys. So if you would sprinkle my video, I would just so appreciate it. And if you'd hit that heart button, I would appreciate it. I am going to sprinkle this to my VIP group that I was telling you guys about that I have, first of all. And I am also going to pin in here a comment real quick. Let me grab it from my other screen. Here we go. just get this out of the way, and then I'll leave y'all. We'll go on and get to it. All right, let's see. And if you guys would sprinkle the video, I would just so appreciate it. What that means is just tag a friend, share it to a group, just whatever to help me get this video out into the world. I just love to share my love of creating and crafting with you guys, whether it inspires you or educates you or encourages you, whatever I can do. Just, I love to be able to spread some joy out there into the universe. So if you can help me do that, I would appreciate it. And if you do, I also have a drawing once a month at the end of the month for a giveaway, a free giveaway of something that I have made and created in my craft room that I will send to you free of charge. And it's just my way of saying thank you for helping me. I draw one name out of a container, and it's my way of saying thank you for helping me spread the love. So it's my opinion that it's much more fun to craft with friends. So come on and join me. I'd like as many as possible to come join me. All right, guys, so what surface we're gonna do this on? The one surface that, if you saw my post about the club subscription this month, or if you are, where else did I put it? Where else was it? I did it on the club subscription, or if you are a club member already and have seen it, they did it on our, they did the project showing it on one of our palette boards. It's a 9x12 palette boards. And I don't have any. I went to look and I was like, oh, do I have one? I don't. I used it on my lemon project and I haven't ordered one since. I did the lemon project back in, when was that, guys? Was it April or May? We had the lemons. I can't remember. But yes, so I don't have one. I could sand that off and paint over it and reuse it, but I like that. So I'm not going to do it. But you can reuse our surfaces if they're wooden. But it's not a reusable surface if it's wooden because it's wood, you know, so it's gonna, it's not considered reusable. You would have to paint it or sand it. But I do have this lovely, and this is available in my shop. And this is an excellent surface, very inexpensive. And guys, it's double-sided, as you can see. This is called our door tag. So this is perfect for any kind of project you're trying to do where it's up and down like this. Now you might have seen this summer that I did one this way, which I just have it displayed in my home. So I didn't have it hanging. But if you wanted to use this as a front door hanger, I mean, this is a perfect saying to do that with, right? And you can just put it this way, and it is double-sided. It already comes this way. Like I said, it's super inexpensive project to use. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the plastic. It comes with this whitewash already on it. You can paint it any color you want if you would rather it be painted, or you could do one side and one and paint the other side. You could put Mod Podge on here and put paper or fabric or a napkin or whatever it is that you'd like to do. And it does come with, again, all of our products that you purchase from my website will come with a tag that will tell you how to use it to get the best results. And it does tell you this is a one-time use. And as I mentioned, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but it is in French as well because we do sell in Canada. That's the only other country we're selling. But it even came with these, I don't know if you saw those fall off, little protectors for the edges to try to make sure that they don't get banged up. Now this came in a big box with whatever else I was ordering, so, but if you were ordering this by yourself, they do their best to protect it for you, okay? So it's already this nice whitewash already on it, which I love. That is definitely my vibe, and I love that. But if you don't have to keep it that way. Like I said, I like to sand my wood surfaces before I use them, even these, just because wood, you know, is porous and it's going to be uneven. It's not just a complete flat surface. So I usually sand them. And if you want, you can even, which I do like to do, distress it. And I have bought some distressing ink, and I can't remember where I put it because I have not had time to come up here and do any kind of organizing. It is on my list, and I need to do it soon because it's really starting to get on my nerves. But you can even distress the edges to make it look even a little more weathered, or you can get some distressing ink. I used to, you know, if you may be a card maker or a scrapbooker and you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's just taking some ink or something like that and putting it on the edges to make it just kind of take away some of the color or the, I got dust everywhere, y'all. Take away some of the color, if there's color on it, or at least make it look a little more dingy. I know that sounds crazy. You know, why wouldn't you want something to look fresh and new? You can keep it that way. This side still does. This one, it's not that much of a difference. If you can see, that's the regular side. And then that's just distressed a little bit. See? But you do how you make it however you want to. That's the cool thing about creating your own, with your own projects, is you get to make it the way you like it. Now, I am going to take my surface wax, which should be available in my online store as well. And I have this cute little applicator that I am going to put a layer of surface wax on here. And the reason we do that, guys, is because it's wood again. Like I said, it's going to help maybe fill in some of those ridges that wood would typically have. And it's also going to protect my transfer from pulling any kind of wood slivers up. If I had painted this, it would also make it so that I didn't pull any paint up on the back of my transfer, so that I can reuse it over and over again. Now, I just applied that wax, and it will tell you on our wax, again, it has the instructions on the back, but it'll tell you on our wax that you should do it like 20 minutes to a day ahead of time. If I was pre-planning this, which I did not, like I said, I always fly by the seat of my pants. You guys, keep looking outside because all of a sudden here's these dark gray clouds. It got really dark in here. It was definitely sunny with a lot of clouds when I went out. I had to run out to Aldi and to the drugstore. And it didn't look like that. Now all of a sudden there's this big, huge threatening cloud. So I don't know, we might be supposed to get some rain today. I'm not even sure. But once you put your wax on there, what I've discovered to do is just to warm it up a little bit, and then I'm going to go back over it and buff it out. And that just makes sure I have nice even coverage, and I didn't, you don't have to do this, and I don't have any big clumps. It's just a new technique I've seen recently, and it seems to be a good idea to me. So, why not? And I have my handy dandy dryer right there, so why wouldn't I? So the back side of this buffing little applicator is for buffing. It's just like, it's kind of like yeah, I'll get it out in a minute, our fuzzing cloth. It's terry cloth on one side and microfiber on the other. So you don't have to use that. You could just use a microfiber towel or even a paper towel. But I just do that to make sure I have it in. And you want to make sure you don't have too much on there, because a little bit of wax works fine, you guys. If you apply too much wax and it doesn't soak into the wood, especially if you're doing it quicker like I am, hopefully you're not. Hopefully you allow a little bit more time to enjoy your crafting and savor it. If it's too much wax on here, then your transfer won't stick as well, because obviously wax is going to make it slippery, right? So we do put the wax on there also to make it so that our transfer does not grab the surface as much and then try to distort it when I go to pull it back up. And since this is the first time I'm using it, it's super duper sticky, because that's the way it's supposed to be. The stickiness adhesive comes back, as you can see, it comes back every time after you wash it, but the very first time obviously is the stickiest. So that is when you want to try to make sure you add a little bit of fuzz. And I'm really only going to fuzz it once because I waxed it. I think we're going to be fine. And then you're just going to place it directly on your surface. So I'm going to face it to me real quick. I am going to kind of line it up down near the bottom, because I want to try to do something at the top. I want to do some kind of ribbon embellishment. I wish I had looked to see, I did not take the time to look to see if I had some wheat. I haven't pulled out any fall stuff, you guys. Look, I'm still sporting summer. It's still summer in my opinion until after Monday. But I'm sure I have some little acorns. I do have plans to go to my favorite dollar store tomorrow. So I am planning on looking to see if they have any. I'm sure I have some put away, but just in case, you know, gotta see what they have. I will see if I can grab some stuff like that too. And I do have downstairs, I know I have downstairs, like real wheat that I got from Hobby Lobby or something several years ago, or maybe even at home several years ago. But that stuff, it goes everywhere because it's real. So like the seeds fall everywhere. So I will probably look for something faux. Oh my gosh, you would think this would not be hard to line up because it's a square, but no, I am not lining up well. Let me try again. How is your Saturday going, you guys? Can you believe it is the first Saturday of September and basically the last Saturday of summer as far as what's considered summer. Obviously, here in North Carolina where I live, it will still feel like summer for at least another month, if not a month and a half or longer. So, and maybe it will where you live too. Anyway, as you can see, it's repositionable. I'm just trying to line it up right where I want it. And then I'm going to press it down to make sure I have no air bubbles, no bumps. I can feel if I were to have gotten a hunk of any kind of something that would have gotten in my silk screen area. And now I have it all lined up and ready to go, right? All right, so let's get our chalk paste open. So this, on the example that they showed, this is what we're doing in black. This is the only section we're doing in black, okay? This, the rest of it I'm gonna have to look at because I haven't looked at it long. So let me pull that up. So these leaves and the acorns, it looks like we are doing in our beautiful new rust color. I am sporting orange, so that's kind of like a transitional, but this is my, brighter coral color, but at least it's orange. And then for the rest of it, all of these other accents, all these other accents, that's what they have done in Camel. Since I don't have Camel, this is what I have to work with that I wanted to check with you guys and see what you thought. So this is the color I do have. It's called Dune, which, that's not far off of the color of wheat, but it's very, very light. And I'm not sure how much it's going to stand out on this white. The first project of the month, I try to use the colors that they are showing in the example so that you guys can see them in action. After this time, I will be just going with my own plan. So I know I'll veer from the color options just to let you know that. That's how I roll. But I also have this color, which is called Bark, that I could use on these other accents. I don't know if it'll take away from, I could actually potentially mix the two of these together, you guys. That's probably what I should do. Because then lastly, I have this gorgeous color. Of course, I've got a shimmer. Maybe I'll save this for one of my other projects that I'll share with you guys that will be my idea because it doesn't come with a shimmer. But we do have some shimmers that probably would work. So I even have Shimmer Harvest. Look. See, I could use that on there for the wheat, but I want to try to make it as true as possible to this for you guys. So I'll probably save this and use it on another idea, one of those two other. So why don't we do that? We'll take this. Here we go. Thanks for helping me think through that, guys. It's called Crafting on the Fly. We'll create our own camelish type color out of those two. Now, let me just see. That has green paint on it. Didn't clean it as well as I should have. So let's get another one that's a little cleaner. So do you guys have anything? What's your weather like? It is hot. It is hot here for sure. It is hot. I live in North Carolina, or almost central, not quite central, a couple hours from the beach. Too far from the beach, in my opinion. But we are going to create our own. This is Bark. So it's very, very chocolatey brown. There you go. That looks like milk chocolate, doesn't it? Let's call it that instead. It is 88 degrees here, and let's see what it feels like. Yeah, it feels like 93. I'm sure, especially with all these clouds, it's not quite as humid as it can be, but it's not real nice. Now I'm going to just create my own color. I am going to take a little bit of my bark, and while I'm doing this, I might as well go ahead and clean up my jar because I'm bad about doing that. Like I said, I am looking forward to the time where I won't have to be just breezing in and breezing out. I feel like I'm always running from one chore to the next. I'm sure a lot of you guys can and we're doing quite a bit in this color, so I want to make sure I have plenty because I don't want to not have enough. So let me think. Even though a little goes a long way, I do need to make sure I have plenty. So I'll probably do more than what I think because I'm one of those underestimators. I'm not an overestimator, I'm an underestimator. Are you an over or an underestimator? So that is bark, okay? We're just kind of creating our own camel color. And this, ooh, that doesn't look good. I have not used this since when? Oh, yikes. That doesn't look very good, y'all. I have not used this, I don't think since last summer. You guys, this is like the color of sand. I am gonna pull some from it, even though it doesn't look good. I am not happy with the way that one looks. All right, we're just gonna grab a little bit of that. These are my little baby mini spatulas, aren't they cute? They're perfect for these kinds of, you can use them to stir, you can use them to scoop some out. Isn't that cute? I love these guys. They come in a 12 pack. I love them, they're just so cute. But I'm just gonna try to create my own camel color, just like a tan. I can always add more brown if I need to, but I think we'll be able to get pretty close. It might not be quite as light as what camel would be, but we can make a tan color so it does stand out a little bit more on the, instead of it just being that dark brown, that milk chocolate brown. And hopefully I did enough that I'll be able to cover the whole project with and not have to start adding some more and creating another color, because I want to try to keep it consistent. You know, I don't want to have to mix again, and then you know how it is. Even when you take a paint can, they say, oh yeah, then, you know, it's never the same. You can't do it exactly the same, even though they're supposed to have that down to a science. So I'm really hoping that I created enough. I'm not sure that I did, to be honest with you guys. I'm not sure I did. I think I'm gonna have to get a little more. I have not used this, guys. It is very thin. I don't know why it's so thin. I don't know, but I don't like it. Maybe I won't get that color anymore. Maybe I'll replace it with, I'm gonna add a little bit more of our chocolate color. And since I've already used this to mix around, I'm gonna get a new tool. This is just an old baby spoon, you guys. Just an old baby spoon. You know, like when they're first little and they're learning how to eat the baby food, that we don't need it anymore. So I put it up here in my craft room. Works perfect. Okay, I think that'll be plenty this time. Let's hope so. So this is just dune and bark mixed. And this is just wet chalk, you guys. It's chalk paste, wet chalk. It goes on wet and dries hard to the touch in about 5 minutes or so. And then on a wood surface, it's gonna stay on there. It's not gonna come off unless you sand it. Now, if I was gonna put this outside somewhere where it might get some weather, then I would definitely wanna spray seal it. But generally, I don't do that unless I'm giving it as a gift. My porch is covered and I've never had any problem with it. Or if I'm using it in the house, because this would look cool in the house too, guys. You could just hang this on the wall. It doesn't have to be on a door. Or maybe you're like me. I have closet doors. I have in my foyer, I have 2 doors right in my foyer area. And I'm pretty sure that's plenty. And I like to put something on each one of those. I've found a really pretty, looks like a glass knob command strip. So it's decorative, it's very pretty, and I don't have to use one of those hanger things on the top of the door that ruins your woodwork. And it's really pretty, and I hang something on there all the time. Part of whatever I'm decorating for that particular month. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Now I am gonna do the paste and peel method, and what that means is I'll do a section and then lift it up and release the chalk paste, because our chalk paste does dry in, because our chalk paste does dry in 5 minutes or so. We don't want it to dry in our silk screen. We want it to release to the surface. So in order to make it so that it doesn't do that, that's what we do. So let me get I've got that ready. My colors. Use that. And then this one's for this. My black is all ready to go. Let's see what that looks like. I probably should stir that one. I might as well. I'm making a mess as it is. I'm going to have to clean. So let's go ahead and stir that one too. I haven't stirred that in a while. You all know I don't use black a ton. I've been leaning towards my shimmer shadow if I'm going to use something for black because it's got the shimmer in it. Because I'm a shimmer girl. Love my shimmer. So I am going to, that's all ready to go. And then I'm definitely going to need to stir this because it's brand new. And you know, the pigments might separate because it hasn't been used yet or used frequently. If you haven't used them in a while, you definitely want to stir them up. And I'm going to try to get as much off the lid because, all right, guys, hopefully you'll be able to see this. This is our brand new color that just launched in July. And guys, as far as I know, I have not heard of any new paste colors. We have a new launch coming in September for Christmas, or they'll say holiday, Christmas and winter transfer ideas and projects. There's a hint of a new surface coming, which I have no idea. There's some speculation, but no idea what it's going to be. This is what we call surfaces. We have a new surface that's coming. I have not heard whether or not, there we go. See how pretty that is? I have not heard, it's a little deeper than the papaya. I used papaya a lot last year for fall. It's a little deeper than papaya. But we haven't heard, I don't remember hearing if there was going to be any new chalk paste colors, although they may re-release, they may unpause some things because there are some colors like last year we had shimmer crimson, we had shimmer spruce. I can't remember if shimmer harvest, shimmer pumpkin, those kinds of things. I don't think we're going to have shimmer pumpkin because they came out with the rust this year. So I don't think so. But you can make your own shimmers if you have a shimmer frost. I have been able to do that in the past. So, all right, so let's get started. If I ever miss any of your comments, you guys, I will go back and answer them after I'm finished with the projects. But sometimes when I'm looking down or I'm on here, and right now I can't see them, they don't always come up on my phone. So we'll see. But I will love to answer your questions. So please don't hesitate to ask, because to me, it's much more fun to craft with friends, or just say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what your weather is. Tell me what your plans are for the weekend. I don't care. I just like being on here with you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this part of this first, which is this color we just created that's supposed to be kind of like camel. So I'm just going to take my squeegee. Now, if you have only one mini squeegee, you're going to have to do a section, wipe off your squeegee, do another section, wipe it off if you only have one. I would not suggest doing all of the section that's the same color at the same time unless you're really good at being able to paste and peel, like doing here and pulling it up and laying it here and pulling it up. I mean, you can do that. If you'd like me to show you, I can show you that to an extent. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my chalk paste directly to the silk screen, and I'm going to try to like set my barrier here so I don't forget, because sometimes when I get talking to you guys, I lose track. And I might go past into a place I didn't want to, because those leaves are supposed to be rust. So I'm just putting it on. You don't have to apply a lot of pressure. If you can, see, I almost went. If you can butter, toast, or smear a bagel, guys, you guys can do this. And I do have my ceiling fan on in here. So I may go ahead and do this little section because it does tend to dry my chalk paste a little quicker, just so you know. Keep that in mind if you're working in a room where you have a ceiling fan. I just use my squeegee to apply it. Then I go back over and I pull off any extra, but then I also just make sure I have it all filled in. I'm gonna set that down for a second and show you what paste and peel looks like. So as you can see, I've done that little corner right there. And if comments ever get in your way, guys, you can swipe them. I don't know if you know that. If you can't see. All right, and I'm just gonna pick up this corner right here of my transfer and peel back. My favorite part, the peel and reveal, but look. It's definitely a little darker than the picture shows, but I think I'm gonna be okay with it. It's not as dark as it would have been if I had done the whole chocolate brown. And if there's any areas that I missed, like over here, I can tell I didn't do the greatest job, I can lay it right back down and apply some more chalk. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this bottom part. And I'm gonna be real careful and come in here because that's supposed to be part of it. It's hard for me because I'm doing it upside down. So my brain doesn't always register exactly what it's supposed to look like. And I am getting a tiny bit in that leaf right there, but I think it's gonna be okay because I think the rust will just cover it up. Hopefully it won't show. So your camel color is gonna be a little lighter than this, you guys. Right now it's like the color of moussey chocolate instead of milk chocolate. Camel is definitely more of a tan color. I guess I could have added white to the, but I thought the dune color might be a good mix to bring in the, still keep the yellow undertones. All right, let's see how that looks, guys. And I'm getting it all over my hands, but it is just wet chalk, so you can wipe it off. So that side's released, remember. I am gonna pick it back up because I did add a little bit more. Right, that side's released. And now I'm gonna pull this side over here and check it, see if I need to add any more chalk paste anywhere. That's looking good, you guys. What do you think so far? Isn't that pretty? Can you see it? Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, the detail on that, you guys. So pretty. So, so pretty. And I think I've got everything covered. Yeah, I think I'm good. So now what I do is I don't press it back down in those areas where I've already done it, but this white area here, this silkscreen area where I have my other leaf that I'm gonna do another color, I would definitely press down there because I wanna have good contact, right? So you wanna press that back down. And like I said, if you wanted, you could come up here and go ahead and do that and pull it and do it and then pull it and do it. Okay, as long as you have something still stuck to the middle so you know where your placement is and doesn't mess up the rest of your project, you can do that. But just make sure that once you do a little section, you paste and peel, okay? I'm actually gonna switch over to the, and I'm thinking I'm gonna use my multi-purpose tool, you guys, instead, because I feel like I'm gonna get better into the details. This is my multi-purpose tool. This side is used for the inside of the jars. You go around the inside, it works perfectly. You can actually use it even to stir all of your jars. And then this side is a squeegee. I'm gonna use it because I feel like I'm gonna have better control in here. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna lay it down. So I think I can do better if I lay it down. All right, so I'm just gonna take my chalk paste. I'm taking it directly out of my jar because I have a jar. If you had a paste packet, if you're a club member and, don't go away, if you are a club member and you get your single paste packets, what I usually suggest is that you have some kind of tray, either a paint tray like this or a, I just want to make sure that I have good contact because I didn't check that before I started. I'm just pressing it down with the back side of the squeegee, guys, is what I was doing. You want to make sure that you have, you know, some kind of plate or something, and you just squeeze out a little bit of the chalk paste onto the surface. You can always put more out. You just can't put it back in the single packet. So start with a little bit and add more as you need it. but I can put anything that I don't use back in my jar as long as I haven't contaminated it with another color or with some, or tap water or anything like that. So did you guys hear about the $3 cinema day? You should check it out if you're a moviegoer. I'm surprised hubby hasn't mentioned it to me because I found out about it and told him, and he is an avid moviegoer. I guess he might be waiting to see what I'm wanting to get up to after I get done with this project. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and peel this back too, and let's see if I've got that covered. Look guys, look how easy that is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, perfect. Let's press that down, back over here. This next section that I will do. Make sure this is down. Got that rust. This is the first time I've used it. It is so pretty in person. Out of the jar. It's hard to tell sometimes in the jar. It's just that deep, rich orange color. I think this is going to go perfectly with, if you guys remember me showing you a couple weeks ago, the velvet ribbon I found at the DT. I think it was in, I don't remember if it was in the Dollar Tree Plus section or if it was in just the regular Dollar Tree section. I think it was the regular section. Now it's not a lot. I think it's only a yard of the velvet ribbon. So if you need more than a yard, you might want to grab a couple spools. But I grabbed like 3 or 4 different colors. I can't remember if the orange is deeper like this or if it's brighter like what you would use for Halloween. But I did grab one of those. And I grabbed a really beautiful jewel toned blue. So I'm sure we're gonna do something with that soon. Maybe even one of these projects. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see. See what I got? That's what we got going so far. What do you think, guys? Oh, you can't see my little acorns, can you? There we go. There's the acorns. Aren't they pretty? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. I'm just looking at the other and see if I need to add a little bit more. I think I do, of my camel. I feel like I need to add a little more of my camel here, or my faux camel, because there's some spots that look like it didn't grab it as much as I wanted it to. I'm going to go ahead and do this section here since I've got my camel. Again, I could have used a detail tool on this because I'm so close to my acorns, but I'm trying to live dangerously. I only have one detail tool. I probably should have more than one because I do love them. All right, let's see what that looks like. Let's see, you guys, do that little section. I still feel like that one area isn't getting as much as I want it to. I don't know why. It might have dried in the area. I think we're just going to leave it alone. I don't want to mess it up. Don't want to mess it up. So pressing down again anywhere that I've near where I've pulled up. Okay. I did get to sleep in a little bit later this morning, thank the Lord. I'm looking forward to that the next 2 or 3 days, today and through Monday, but I definitely didn't get caught up on my sleep. I was up too late last night. I got into a program waiting for my youngest to get back home. And I got into a program and I didn't want to, you know how that is? It's like with me, the same thing with reading a book. If I'm into a really good book, I don't want to put it down. So that's what happened. There we go so far. Push my little, oh, you guys, how did I do that? Was it on my finger? I smeared brown on my acorn, but that's okay. I think the rust is going to cover it okay. Check your fingers. I didn't mean to do that. I either did that or I grabbed some when I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, we're going to do our acorns and then we're going to do the middle part and then we're going to move on up. I'm just taking my time, you guys. It's a couple details, you know, so you might want to slow down if you want to use all 3 colors. You know, you could do this all in one color and it would look fabulous. Maybe I'll do one project in all one color, especially if I'm rushed for time sometime. I'll do it all in one color. Yeah, I just had an idea for one. So I'll do that on one project idea for you guys. So you can see, and that's super fast and super easy. Now you noticed I did do both. I went left and right and I didn't paste and pull that other one, but it's because it's such a small element that I'm doing right now that I'm just gonna go right and do both of them. And then I'll paste and peel. Now, with it being wood, you might get a little bit of inconsistencies, but that's okay. It adds to the character of it. So don't worry if you get a tiny bit of a bleed. You can't make wood completely flat. If you want that, then you're gonna need a different surface. But that's what we got so far, you guys. What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna lay it down. Lay it down. See how it's sticking to me? And then I'm gonna come in here and try not to press another color on it. And push my words down. And we're going to use our black real quick, okay? You guys know I don't use a lot of black. And it won't take much. You can see it's a very little bit. Now, don't be concerned if one of the colors, like this rust and the black are very dark pigmented colors. Don't be concerned if they stain your transfer, because it probably will, but it's still reusable. As long as you keep your silkscreen area clean, you're going to be okay. It doesn't matter if it stains the vinyl part. That's not what's important. It's the silkscreen being clean and clear, which is why you want to take your transfer to the sink and wash it as soon as you're done with your project. When you're done with your project, take it to the sink and wash it with cool water. Use your board eraser or a soft sponge, something like that, to make sure you get the silkscreen areas clean. That's the only part of the black that we have to do, you guys. Let's see. So pretty. Okay, now I don't have to press it down at all near there. Just let it go. And we'll work over here and here and here and here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on my black since I'm done with it. You wanna always keep your jars sealed tight so that they don't get air in them and dry out. So put that over there. All right. Let's do these and then we'll go back and do the outside elements last. Let's go ahead and do our, I'm pretty sure these are oak leaves, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong in comments, tell me. I think they're oak leaves. I should know because we are considered, Raleigh is considered the city of oaks. So I should know. I'm pretty sure it is. I know a maple leaf in a heartbeat, but I'm pretty sure this is an oak. And guys, if you're thinking about wanting to try it before you sign up for the club, maybe you say, you know what, I think I would like to do that as a club member. That looks like fun, and it's only it's less than $22. I could do that. I mean, shoot, I blow that on stuff all the time, right? That's easy to do. A fast food restaurant, ooh, they're getting out of hand anyway. But it's so easy to blow $20. But if you think, oh, I'd like to try it, I just don't know. I posted yesterday, we are now offering again the ability to order a sample kit, and actually it is even lower than what it used to be. We used to offer them for about $8 for a sample kit, and you get a squeegee, you get the little paste packet, you get the cutest little bumblebee transfer, and all for less than $5, you guys. Less than $5, and you can give it a try, and it'll get mailed right to your mailbox, and you can give it a try and see if it's for you. See if you can, you can see how easy it is. This is one of those type crafts that until you do it and see how easy it is, you may not be sold on it. Once I did it, I was like, holy cow, I have done so much harder projects with stuff. Oh my goodness, I definitely need to do this. So I knew I wanted to do it as soon as I tried it. And I'm usually one of those who doesn't mind trying things that are harder, but this is so simple, you guys. A child can do it. My grandson has done it. I know people who do it with kids as young as 3. So, all right, I am pasting and peeling my leaves. So we are almost done, you guys. We're just taking our time, making sure we've covered all the areas. To me, this is craft therapy. This is one of my favorite ways to spend my time. That's why I come on here and do it with you guys. I am thankful and blessed and grateful for you, but I'm thankful and blessed that I get to do this, that I have chosen to do this as my job, my dream job. This is my dream job. And you guys, it's worth a try. And I don't know if you've heard that either, that you can actually become a designer. Join to get 40% off retail. You'll also get the club transfer every month. You will get 40% off any of retail off anything you buy from the company. And you can just use it just to be a creator, just to be a hobbyist and to get the discounts. And you can join for $9, less than $10 in the US. And actually it's free in Canada because I guess for some reason they can't charge a subscription fee. And it's a one-time activation fee of $9.95, $9.99. I don't know. I think it's $9.95, you guys. I should know this. I'm not good at promoting that part. But it is a cool way to get a discount. And that's why I signed up. I was just going to get a discount on product and be able to use it for all my projects. So if you are interested in that, I do not have a link on here for it, but I will be happy to send you the information link that just tells you all about it. So that you can look at it over, watch it. I think it's a video. And if you have questions, just ask me. But I will be happy to have you on my team. And any way that you want to do it, whether it's just to be a hobbyist, a maker that makes things and sells them. I mean, wouldn't you like to be able to get if you're someone who makes things to sell, whether it's on eBay or Marketplace or Etsy or vendor shows, wouldn't you love to be able to get all your supplies for 40% off? Sounds like a good deal to me. All right, I probably should have pasted and peeled that other side before I started doing this one. I get busy talking to you guys and I lose track. All right, let's check this side over here, guys. Oh, I have it all over my hands. I need to get it off. I didn't do a very good job wiping my hands. I can tell right now that there's a little section here that I missed. There we go. Let's see. You ready? My favorite part. Okay, guys, guess what? I had a hunk of something under there on my silk screen. It was a piece of fuzz. I'm gonna lay it right back down for a second and go back over that. It definitely adds character to it, but I didn't even realize I had a piece of something under there. Easily fixable. Easily. All right, guys. Paste and peel. And then I'm gonna lay it here and I'm gonna go back on this side because I usually just pull it all the way off, but I'm gonna just check the side in case I need to lay it back down. I have something still sticking before I pull it all the way off and we do my favorite peel and reveal. Then we got to figure out our ribbons. Kind of have a little something at the top. Definitely going to go look for some embellishments. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. We are good. Ta-da! All All right, now I need to spray this with some water until I can get it to my sink to clean it. Okay, do that real quick. And then make sure my hands don't hurt. But look at that fall goodness, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the detail. Look at that detail. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that so pretty? I love the elements. I'm really into acorns for some reason. A couple years ago, I decided I was into acorns. So I love decorating with them for fall. Well, hey there, girl. Oh, you're so sweet. Look at you. Hello, my darling. I miss your beautiful face. How are you? All right, look. See how great technology is? How great technology is. She's all the way up in Maryland, and I'm down here in North Carolina, and I get to interact with my beautiful niece. Look at this. Awesome, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I definitely overmade. I told you guys I was worried I would have not enough, so I overmade. I'm not a good estimator when it comes to that stuff. All right, let me put that up. We're gonna hit the dryer. We're gonna hit this with the dryer so that we can play around with some ribbon. Are you done working for the day, darling? Or are you off? I hope you're having some time off this weekend. This is so pretty, you guys. Now, if I was doing it on the palette board, I wouldn't have to add anything else to it. It would be done deal. But since I'm doing it on this beautiful door tag, I'm definitely going to add a little something up at the top. And I have a few things here, so you guys are going to have to help me choose. But I am going to look for some additional embellishments. So this is the bottom part's probably already dry on its own. I'm just hitting it with the air dryer just a little bit. This isn't high heat, this is just warm heat. And it just speeds up our drying process a little bit so that I don't smudge it or mess up our beautiful work. Normally what I do is once I'm done with the project, if I'm not doing it on a live, once I'm done, I'll set it here, let it dry while I go and clean my squeegees and my transfer. And by the time I come back, it's dry. But I love that it's a done and done. You know, once you come and do it, and then you're done. And again, this would look fabulous in all one color as well, guys. All one color would be just as good. That's probably fine. I overdo that just to be sure. Just to be sure. Okay, so that definitely is dry. I feel like it's dry. I'm not going to mess with it. But, so this is where I'm not sure. So I have my white background, so I had some ribbon that had a lot of cream in it, but I really did not want to pull in that cream color because I have a problem with that. I don't like mixing cream and white. So I have this, which is really, it's just dollar store. And then I have this beautiful ribbon I used last year. I used this a lot last year, you guys. I love, love, love this because I have copper and I have this harvest color and I had the crimson and I used that a ton last year, which I really feel like that complements it nicely as well. But I also have, I don't know, that might be too bright of an orange. I think that's too bright with the rest. I don't think I like that. And then I wanted to check out this little bundle. I just got this little bundle somewhere last week or the week before. I don't remember. Isn't this pom-pom adorable? I love this. You know I'm going to have fun with that. Probably with Halloween stuff. So cute. Ooh, we have some orange twine. That might, I don't know. Let's see if that matches my rust. Let's see. Oh, I don't even know all the goodness in here. So I have this. So that obviously would work like as a hanger if I wanted. Let's see what that looks like. I did think, ooh, do I need to get some jute out? But look, that would work for a hanger, you guys, right? It definitely goes with it. We'll see. We'll keep that on there for a minute and we'll see. We'll see. I can always take it back off. That's almost the perfect size for a hanger. Let's just leave that on there for a minute and see. Let's see what other goodness I got in this bundle. Ooh, okay. That's really pretty. I don't want to do that color. That mustard color is beautiful. I don't think I want that. That has too much, I don't know. That's kind of cute. It almost matches I think that would probably match the camel, but I'm not sure It's quite dark enough. I could even just do burlap. I'm gonna save the sunflower for another project. I could almost do burlap. That's almost the color of burlap, you guys. I could throw some of that in there. And then what else do we got? Ooh, that one's really pretty. Now this one definitely screams Halloween to me. Even though we have some black in here, this one screams Halloween, so we're not doing that one. I don't know, guys. We might could use these two. This, I feel like really coordinates well with this because of the blues in it. But I don't like it with this, with no blue in there. With the black, I don't like that. And that is just a little bit too bright. So let's just see. Let's see, you guys. How about we go with this piece of burlap. I'm sure it's going to be too much. I'm not going to do any kind of fancy bow, okay? For sure. I'm not going to do a fancy bow. I don't do fancy bows, but that color and this one. And then I had an idea before I came on about, you know, this is my super organized way of storing my ribbon. But as I'm growing my ribbon inventory, that is starting to not be as effective. And I had an idea before I came on. So now I have a plan for, I love organizing, guys, and I like it to be pretty when I do it. So I did come up with an idea for organizing my ribbon. So I won't mind bringing the box out and showing you guys. But look, what do you think? I think those two very much so complement it. And then we can do a couple things. We can either just do like a big, we could do a big bow up here and just have a bow, or I can do a bow and I can glue it on here. And even if you glue it on here, I do love this one, you guys, but I think I want to save this for when I incorporate a little bit more of that. Do you see that color? Oh my gosh, I love that color. I don't know if that's our forest color. It's almost like our forest. It's like a very bluish green. But I could just do a bow like this. Our bow like this, and do two of them up here together and just do it off to the side, or I could put it in the middle. Ooh, I might put it in the middle. But that way, if I find any acorns, have something brown. Yeah, this is definitely like about as brown as I can go. And then this is a rust color, and that's black. So if I can find some acorns and some faux wheat to put in here, I think that would really complement it. So why don't we do that? Let's see. I think that looked like that was about the right size for a bow. So let me cut what I need here. Let's see. I need to plug in my glue gun and get that warmed up. I definitely need that. Where are you? All right, give me a second to plug that in so that's warming up while we're making our bow. Okay. Oh goodness, what's that going in there? All right, so we're gonna do this. And then I still have a nice little piece of burlap left, right? And then let's see, I want this one to be a little shorter, I think. So about the same size, but not exactly. I'm gonna make that one a little bit shorter. And then we're gonna dovetail these ends. Make sure I have this plugged in. And my glue not dripping on my mat, because I've been doing that a lot. All right, we're gonna dovetail these. They do have wire in the burlap anyway. I can't tell if the other one does. A little bit, yes. So I have to cut a little harder. But we're gonna dovetail those, and I'll show you how we'll put them together. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little piece of this, I'm gonna untie that and take a little piece of that to use it to make our bow center part. Okay. And look, I could even take that all the way off if I wanted. But we need a little bit of that. We need a little bit of that, so we're not mixing and matching too much. probably that much. No science here. Just eyeballing it, crafting on the fly and eyeballing it. How's that little darling doing, Missy? I still can't believe I haven't squeezed him yet. She's got the most precious little boy who turned a year in July. And I've never got my hands on him yet. And he is beautiful. All right, guys, so we're getting there. We're getting there, okay? Hang with me. All right, so we're gonna kind of stack it. So what you do is you make kind of like the cancer awareness like this, right? And then, let me do it first. I can't talk and do it at the same time. And then you just take the middle part. I don't know if I can do it and talk about it at the same time. Middle part in like this. And you basically pinch it together. And now it looks like you've made it into a bow. And if it has a wire, even better, because then you can mess around with it. Let's see here. Once you pinch it together like that. And then you can mess around with it. Wait a minute, that is not doing, something's not right. Let me try it again. Let me try it again without talking to you about it. There we go. Okay. It's okay if one tail's a little bit longer, but I don't want it a lot longer. And I'm gonna go ahead and temporarily tie this together until I get my other piece with it. Ooh, that bow is way too big. Hold on. Ooh, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna set that there for a minute and we'll mess around with it once we've got it tied tight. All right, same thing with this one. See if I can do it. It's kind of like tying a tie, you know? He's in some cute Halloween jammies. Oh, he's already ready for some Halloween fun, huh? It'll be fun this year for him. He'll know, he'll get excited. If he's anything like mine, they always loved being able to see the other kid, the kids come to the house. They're in their little costume, but they love seeing the other big kids come all dressed up. That's the funnest part, is seeing it through their eyes. All right, do you see how we're kind of stacking it? I need to make that, I thought I made that smaller, but maybe I put the other one in the back or the front. No, I definitely want this in the back. I am just going to go ahead and tie it all together. And then I'll start messing around with it. And it looks like my glue is about ready. Yes, Halloween and Christmas is going to be so fun this year for him. Tying a double knot on that. Now I can start messing with them because it should be secure. And I can make my loops bigger. And my ribbons lay where I want them to. Fluff them out a little. Now, I do not proclaim to be an expert bow maker. So you do your own bow or have fun creating it the way you want. I just like a little something, and I can't wait to find some wheat and some acorns to add to this. So that's what we got. And we're just gonna hot glue it right down here. And I can always take this off later if I want to reuse this, or if I don't want the bow anymore. Just gonna hot glue that right there. I could cover up the hole, but I'm not going to, because if I wanted to, I could hang it just directly on the hole and not even use the hanger. But I'm not gonna cover up the hole, but I could if I wanted. So you guys, hit that heart button. Let me know what you think in comments if you like this transfer. If you're ready for fall, I'm not quite. I hold out to the last possible minute. Labor Day. After Labor Day, I'll start thinking fall. So we will start on fall projects. And if you like more bow, do more bow. I just like a little bit of bow. Ta-da! There we go. So wish me luck tomorrow. I'm going to go to my favorite Dollar Tree and see what other embellishments I can get to go on this. That's it for today, guys. That is our September Club Couture transfer. And I hope you loved it. We had the colors Rust, our brand new color Rust. This is my version of Camel. Not quite Camel, but Camel is a tan color. We made that one. And then black. And then a couple ribbons that I had. And a little bit of colored twine, and we are set to go. Isn't that going to look gorgeous? It could be hanging in anywhere in your house or on your front door, and it would be awesome. Or you could give it as a gift, a housewarming gift, or a thanks for having me over gift, a hostess gift, or a birthday gift if you have any birthdays in October or in the fall, Miss Jessie. Isn't that a cool idea? So there we go. Grateful for this day. We definitely need to be grateful for this day. I am grateful for you guys. Thank you for joining me, letting me come into your world for just a little while and share my love of creating and crafting with you. I hope this inspired you, or it just brought you some joy like it does to me to be able to create with you guys. And I hope to see you guys soon. Next week we'll get started with, I won't be on tomorrow, I never do a live tomorrow, but I will be coming on next week and we'll get started on some fall projects. But until I see you next, I hope you'll be safe, you'll be healthy, and you'll be blessed. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. If you have any questions, please put them in comments or send me a message. That's what I'm here for. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. Bye, Jess.